People, hello, how are we? Hopefully we're all doing well. I'm Tom. Let's get my final thoughts ahead of the 5 versus 5 Matchroom versus Queensberry. Firstly, it has now been confirmed. I don't know when it was actually officially first confirmed, but I know since that it has been officially confirmed, as I suspected. Hrgovic versus Dubois will not be for the vacant IBF world title. Usyk hasn't been stripped yet. It's Friday. Obviously, Saturday tomorrow, and Usyk hasn't been stripped. It is a final eliminator, which it always is for Hrgovic, because Hrgovic is the mandatory. So it's going to be a final eliminator. I think my thoughts are that if Hrgovic comes through this, they'll then strip Usyk, and AJ versus Hrgovic will be for the vacant IBF in September at Wembley. That's my thoughts with regards to that. I knew it just, because of the delay of the fight, it was too short notice, 2 weeks to strip him, which, look, it's been done before, it's not impossible, but in that the time it would take Fury to activate the rematch clause, and then the time it would take for Usyk to file an appeal, then do the appeal, and then strip him, and then place the belt up for grabs against Dubois versus Hrgovic. Just kind of got the feeling it wasn't going to happen, right? And obviously, lo and behold, it hasn't, or it won't. So that's that. That's about what I expected. I mean, I guess it's a bit of a shame, but at the same time, Dubois has had a very fortunate career. Frank has worked wonders with Dubois, because the fact Dubois potentially could have been fighting for another world title already is pretty wild. Like, Dubois is good, but the chances he's got time and time again is just crazy. After Dubois lost to then come back, and pretty soon after, well, fairly soon after, fight against Usyk, and then after losing Usyk, straight back in the December 23rd card against Jarrell Miller, very narrowly beating him, and then straight into a final eliminator fight, what could have been a world title shot again against the likes of Filip Hrgovic, Animal, who's been waiting years for his opportunity. It's a bit crazy. And Frank's worked absolute wonders with him, and fair enough, because it's not like he's a bad boxer. I mean, it's great for British boxing, and look, if he gets the business done against Hrgovic, an AJ fight for him is another massive opportunity, another huge opportunity at Wembley Stadium, a British dust-up. Wow, it's really something, isn't it? So fair play there. I think, looking at the rest of the card, Wilder's, I'm not going to say back, but I said in my prediction, my kind of breakdown of Wilder Zhang, that although you have to favour Zhang, something about Wilder is giving me the oomph. Do you know what I mean? It's giving me the feeling that Wilder's gonna do something here. And I think the press conference, the arrivals, and probably today at the weigh-in, because the weigh-in is quickly approaching, right? It's kind of reaffirmed that I just got a feeling about Wilder. I'm not saying he's back, because he keeps saying that the people around me and the people I know and my friends and my coaches are saying to bring back the old Wilder and getting this guy back. He's not outright saying that that's what he wants, but he's certainly more amped for this. He's certainly more like the old Wilder that we know. And for that reason, I think it's going to be a good fight, because if he turned up like he did against Parker, it's only going one way, and that is the way of Zhang. So that's, again, more intriguing. I still think Hrgovic gets the business done against Dubois in what will not be a whitewash, but what will not be a close fashion. Then looking at the rest, Amma Williams, I think he's a phenomenal fighter. I'm looking forward to that. I think that'll be a great fight. Hamza Shiraz, you got a kind of favourite, haven't you? But I wouldn't necessarily say I'd make him a heavy favourite. Nick Ball, way forward. Again, that should be a unification fight. Can't wait for that. Final thoughts is, coming into this week, I wasn't as I was looking forward to it, absolutely was, but I think I was not quite as amped for it as I could have been, probably because of the Fury Usyk fight, which obviously was a great fight. But because of that, I think it didn't take away from, well, yeah, I guess it took away from this, right? And made me less excited for this, which isn't reflective of this card, because it's really a phenomenal card. And then, you know, you add on the Bivol Beterbiev fiasco, and that's now not happening, but Bivol's still on the card. I guess it took away from it. And look, I think it should have been the other way around. I think you should have had this, then Fury Usyk, but you didn't. And when you think about it, how do you can't just end on that. How do you then follow up that? And, you know, you got that. It's just going to be some mediocre show a few, you know, months down the line. So that kind of follow-up, that continuing the momentum is quite important. And this is quite the card to do it with. Continuing the momentum from the Fury Usyk mega fight, I guess, is a phenomenal card, and a mega card, which will be a mega show. And that's how you follow up from a Fury Usyk fight, is by, rather than focusing on a fight, focusing on an event, a show, a card, which is what we're getting. So look, I'm really looking forward to it, people, and I think it'll be a great fight. I'm going match. I'm not team Matchroom, but I think Matchroom are going to win. I've seen a few people say that they think Matchroom will win more fights, but Queensberry will win the tournament. But I don't think so. But it will be a phenomenal fight, a phenomenal event nonetheless, and I'm really looking forward to people. But let me know your thoughts down below. Looking forward to reading it. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. People, you know how YouTube works. Peace.